Only if you want to. I'm not going to force anybody. You're not going to get any marks or anything like that. All right, team, when I say blue, you say spruce. Blue. Blue. It's kind of hard to get that SPR sound, spruce, right? You feeling confident about it? Yeah, you think we do it again? When I say blue, you say spruce. Blue. 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 Okay, you are awake. You are ready. Who here loves reading? Anybody? You love reading? Oh, really? You love reading? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Is anyone here at the Festival of Trees for the first time? Cool. Welcome. Welcome. Has anyone ever been here to Harbourfront before? Yeah? What a beautiful space, and a beautiful day. We're so happy it's not raining. All right, team. My name is Janice Jolie, and I am honored to be your host today for the Red Maple. Did I just say Blue Spruce? No, it's Blue Spruce, yeah. Blue Spruce Awards. You all worked hard to read and select the winners for this year, and you should be really proud of yourselves. You read a lot of books, right? Can everyone just pat yourself on the shoulder? Maybe your neighbor, if they're your friend, give them a little pat on the shoulder. Say, good job. Good job. Yeah. Good, good, good. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a writer myself. I'm a poet and musician. I was born in Toronto. Korean is my first language, and English is my second language. Anybody else ESL? ESL in the house? Ayo. So, yeah, I'm a singer, songwriter, poet, playwright, and actor. And I'm a professional artist, so I travel across Canada performing and running workshops. And sometimes I hang out with cool kids like you, because I went to university for English literature. So I love stories, and I love to geek out about books. Does anybody else love books and geeking out about stories? Yeah? Okay, you're at the right place. I want to start with a story that we don't hear enough about. And it's about this land that we're sitting on today. Can everyone just take a look at the land? Look at the ground you're sitting on. I'm talking about this land. Okay? Our Festival of Trees event takes place on land which has been inhabited by indigenous peoples for thousands of years. Maybe you at school you've heard the words Aboriginal or Native people. Now we use the word indigenous because it's more accurate. It means of the land. Can you all say indigenous? With respect, can you say indigenous one more time? Indigenous? Yeah, and what does it mean? Of the land. Okay, remember that. And so for those of us who are settlers, meaning our families moved here, we're not of this land. So we need to tell the stories about this land. So I want to tell you a story. As far back as 4,500 years ago, near Lake Simcoe, indigenous people drove wooden stakes into the water to create enclosures to catch fish. And that area was called Takaranto, which in the Mohawk language means where there are trees in the water. And the Humber River, which connects Lake Simcoe down to this area, which we now call Toronto, the Humber River was called the Takaranto River. So most believe it was the French settlers who changed the name from Takaranto to Toronto. So as people who know how important stories are, we need to tell this story that the land has been inhabited for over 15,000 years. And it's only the first step to honor the stewardship, past, present, and future of the Huron-Wendat. Can you all say Huron-Wendat? The Iroquois, Haudenosaunee. One more time, listen first. Haudenosaunee. Good. Anishinaabe. And the neutral peoples. Okay, so these words I just told you, the names of these peoples, I want you to learn them. It's important for you to know these stories because these people still live here today. And we also want to recognize other nations of Turtle Island, acknowledged and unacknowledged, recorded and unrecorded. So this land is subject to the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, and that's an agreement between Indigenous people and also the Toronto Purchase Treaty between the Government of Canada and the Mississaugas. The Ontario Library Association and the Festival of Trees strives to uphold and recognize the contributions and historic importance of Indigenous peoples. So for us, for those of us who are settlers, within our colonial history, we need to work towards reconciliation, which is only the first step. So this is an important story we need to tell more. Can you all rub your hands together like this? As you do this, I want you to think about your ancestors, okay? So your family. all of your family who had to survive for you to be born so you could come here and be with us today, okay? And what are the stories from your family? What are the stories you got to read in these amazing books? And for you who love stories, it's your responsibility to read them, learn them, and share them, right? So can you all give me some of your storyteller energy like this? You feel that? Okay, that's the kind of energy we're going to channel today, okay? If you're excited, though, can I hear an oh yeah? If you're excited, can I hear a woo? Can I hear an oh yeah? Can I hear a woo? Okay, let's thank the people who made this event happen. So let's thank the selection committee and the steering committee. Can you say, thank you, selection committee? Can you say, thank you, steering committee? And your teacher librarians, and library staff from across Ontario who have worked really hard to bring you these books. So can we say a big thank you to them? Thank you. So good. Special thanks to Ursula Jambor and Barb Bauer, who are the chairs of this year's Blue Spruce Committee. And a special thanks to Rundown, Tin Lids, the official wholesaler for the Forest of Reading. And maybe you could do a little woo after each one. Woo! When I go like this, go woo, okay? The Ontario Library Association. The Access Copyright Foundation, Toronto Arts Council, and to our festival partner, the Toronto International Festival of Authors. All right, let's get to it. All right, friends, during the month of April, did you read some books? Because readers across Ontario and afar read their books and casted ballots for their favorite Blue Spruce books. And the folks at the Forest of Reading checked all your ballots, and now we're going to tell you the winner very, very soon. So congratulations to all of you for reading all those books and sending in your votes. Good job. Pat on the shoulder. Pat on the shoulder to your neighbors. All right. Who will take home the Blue Spruce Award? There it is on the table. So elegant, so beautiful. We will know very soon. Okay, we're going to welcome our authors. They're all waiting backstage. It's very exciting. We're going to welcome our authors, illustrators, and students who are holding the signs to the stage. So you're going to make some noise. We're going to make some noise for these authors as they come in. Yeah, sounds good? All right, here we go. So show some love for, here we go. Here comes Pierre Collett Derby, author and illustrator of Barnaby Never Forgets. Come on in. Emily from Robert Munch Primary School is carrying the sign. Everybody just come on in. The Better Tree Fort, written by Jessica Scott Karen and illustrated by Chin Lang. Audrey from Robert Munch Primary School is carrying the sign. Keep cheering, team, keep cheering. Jean Little, author of Harry's Hiccups, illustrated by Joel Weissman. Blake from Robert Munch Primary School is carrying the sign. I Love My Purse, written by Belle Dumont, illustrated by Sonia Wimmer. Marin from Robert Munch Primary School is carrying the sign. Next up, Leanne Shirtliff, author of I Love Sharks Too, illustrated by Lorenzo Montatore. Benny from Robert Munch Primary School is carrying the sign. The Magician's Secret, written by Zachary Hyman and illustrated by Joe Bloom. Josh from Robert Munch is carrying the sign. Deborah Kerbal, author of Sundog, illustrated by Suzanne Del Rizzo. Luke from Robert Munch is holding the sign. And next we're going to introduce Kari Rust, author and illustrator of Tricky. Ashley from Robert Munch is carrying the sign. Oh, they're all here. Okay, yeah. What's My Super... Can you guys shake your sign when I call you? What's My Superpower, written by Aviak Johnston, illustrated by Tim Mack. Lily from Robert Munch is carrying the sign. And finally, we're Oliver Fitz, written and illustrated by Cale Atkinson. Hayden from Robert Munch Primary School is carrying the sign. So show some love for our carriers and authors. When I say blue, you say spruce. Blue. Blue. When I say hot, you say dog. Hot. Hot. When I say maple, you say syrup. Maple. Maple. Hot. Blue. Maple. Hot. Blue. Hey, you're really smart. Good job. Pat on the shoulder. Okay. I'm going to tell you about these books now, okay? We're going to have each author and illustrator say hello to their favorite fans, which is all of you. So I'll tell you a little bit about their book, and then they're going to come up to the mic and say hello to you, okay? So the first book, Barnaby Never Forgets. Where is that sign? Poets Barnaby never forgets. Yeah, can you shake it a little bit? Give it a little. There it is. Barnaby has a very good memory. He remembers to brush his teeth and feed his grasshoppers, and he always remembers when it's ice cream night. So how can someone with such a good memory forget something so important? As Barnaby soon finds out, sometimes the thing that slipped your mind is right under your nose, or right above it. Lovable, scatterbrained Barnaby will win the hearts of adults and kids alike in this tale of remembering what you've forgotten and learning to laugh at yourself. So show some love for Pierre as he gives some remarks. You want to go to that tall mic? Author and illustrator of Barnaby Never Forgets.
I have two. Right. Hi, how are you today? Yay. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the Ontario Library Association for this nomination. It's a great honor to be nominated among so many talented Canadian authors and illustrators. It's really amazing. And the best part of this journey is to know that our books have been read by thousands of kids this year for this program. So it's really amazing. And most of all, I'd like to thank you readers for being here today, for participating in the program, and for supporting us, authors and illustrators, by reading our books. Also, readers really are the reason why we do what we do. And without you, none of this will be possible. So thank you so much. You're all amazing, and I hope you enjoy the festival.
Thank you, Pierre. Let's a round of applause for Pierre. Next up is the Better Tree Fort. Has anyone ever been in a tree fort? Whoa. Okay, if you haven't, then maybe you should read this book. Let's build a tree fort, Russell says to his dad when they move into a house with a big maple tree in the backyard. His dad doesn't know much about building, but he gamely follows Russell's plan. Several trips to the lumber store later, and the tree fort is done. There is no slide, balcony, or a skylight like Russell imagined, but it's perfect. Right up until he notices another tree fort going up 3 houses over. And Russell goes over to investigate. He meets Warren, whose bigger tree fort has castle turrets and working lights. Russell is in awe until it dawns on him that it's not worth worrying about who has the better tree fort when he has a loving dad there to build one with him. Doesn't that, can you all go, aw? Yeah. Let's welcome the author, Jessica Scott Karen, author of The Better Tree Fort.
Ooh, it's so nice to have the shorter mic. I have an option here. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a good afternoon. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank some really important people that were collaborating with me on this book. The first is the late Sheila Berry. I had an opportunity to work with her on 7 books, and this was the last book I got to work with her. She was a great supporter, and I learned a lot from her. I also wanted to thank Chen Leng, who was the beautiful illustrator. She did the gorgeous artwork that expanded my story in all kinds of directions. She couldn't be here today, but I wanted to give her a shout out, and all the folks at Groundwood who supported me on this book as well. And lastly, to you, the readers. You have been sending me fabulous drawings of all the tree forts you've been building. I couldn't imagine the creativity that's been coming forward in seeing the work that you've been doing. So thank you so much for your interest in the book, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. Has anyone ever had the hiccups before? Does that ever happen to you? What does it look like? Do you go like this a little bit? What does it sound like? I hope you don't actually give yourself the hiccups now. Let me tell you about this book. Harry tries to get rid of his hiccups. He tries drinking a glass of water upside down. He tries putting an ice-cold key down his back. Have you heard of that? He gleefully tries eating a spoonful of sugar, but nothing works. In this charming picture book written by children's literature legend Jean Little and illustrated by award-winning illustrator Joe Weissman, Harry is afflicted with the case of the hopeless hiccups. It's not until Harry has a surprise encounter with a different sort of neighbor that it seems like Harry might finally get some relief. Let's show some love for Jean Little, author of Harry's Hiccups. Where is she? Jean is not here, but don't worry, we still love the book. Let me tell you about this book. Great job. Look at this. Here's the book. If you want to buy it, this is what it looks like. Take a picture of it, okay? Let me tell you about this book. Charlie loves his bright red purse. So why does everyone else have a problem with it? Charlie loves the bright red purse that his grandmother let him have. One day he decides to take it to school. First his father, then his friends, and then even the crossing guard questioned him about his strange choice. After all, boys don't carry purses, they say. But Charlie isn't deterred. Before long, his unself-conscious determination starts to affect those around him. His father puts on his favorite Hawaiian shirt to go to work. His friend Charlotte paints her face, and the crossing guard wears a pair of sparkly shoes. Thanks to Charlie, everyone around him realizes that it isn't always necessary to conform to societal norms. That means like to be like everybody else, right? It's more important to be true to yourself. With its humorous, energetic illustrations, this book is sure to entertain young readers. It can also be used to open a discussion on gender roles. So I Love My Purse, written by Belle Dumont. Can we give an applause for this wonderful book? Thank you. So Belle and Sonia couldn't be with us, but Belle sent along this message, so I'm going to read it for you. Belle says, I am truly honored that I Love My Purse has been put in company of such incredible authors and illustrators. This book is about confronting gender norms and all societal labels put on us when we are born. Being our authentic selves is one of the truest acts of kindness we can do for ourselves. Charlie's purse that he loves so dearly signifies more than just his sense of style, which is pretty good. It signifies honesty, bravery, and acceptance. I'm so grateful that Charlie has gotten this far. Enjoy the festival. That's from Belle Dumont. Can we show some love for Belle? Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. I love sharks too. Does anyone love sharks? Oh, controversial topic. Stevie likes sharks, like a lot. In response to everything his mom asked him, Stevie has an excellent, fun shark fact in response. Like, brush your teeth, Stevie. Mom, mako sharks don't have to brush their teeth because they are covered in fluoride. Fun fact, did you know? Did you know? Now you know. From morning to bedtime, you think this might totally wear his mom down, but guess who likes sharks too? His mom. This book is filled with tons of fun facts and also information about different shark breeds. Welcome to the stage, Leanne Shercliffe, author of I Love Sharks Too. Big round of applause.
Good afternoon, Toronto. I flew in on one of those planes from Calgary last night, and I fly out this afternoon, and I am delighted to be here. Hands up if you love reading. That is the single most important thing you can do to make your life at school better and to make your life outside of school more interesting. I thank you for reading I Love Sharks Too, for all of these awesome books up here. I thank the Ontario Library Association. Wow. And just quickly, I wear this hat sometimes to remind me that adults, as odd as they can sometimes be, are just kids who've grown. So, when you grow up, keep your funny hat on, even if you hide it in your closet. Thank you. Enjoy your afternoon.
Thank you, Leanne. I was wondering about that hat. Let's talk later. You can tell me where you got it, you know? Does anybody have someone in your family who loves to tell stories? Like maybe one of your grandparents, or an aunt, or an uncle, or maybe it's you? Okay. Well, Charlie, this is a different Charlie. Charlie loves when Grandpa comes to babysit because he always brings his magical imagination. Grandpa was a magician who knows the most amazing tricks. He can pull a rabbit from a hat and make a coin disappear. But what Charlie loves most are his wonderful adventure stories. And they all begin with something his grandfather has saved in his magical story chest. An hourglass is a reminder of how he defended the treasure in King Tut's tomb from raiders. A long white scarf inspires the story about Grandpa's dogfight with the notorious Red Baron, the great First World War fighter pilot. A coconut shell heralds the story about his encounter with a nasty Tyrannosaurus Rex. Can I see some Tyrannosaurus Rex arms? Charlie's parents, though, aren't too sure they like Grandpa's stories and warn Charlie that they're just tall tales. What is Charlie to believe? How can his grandpa convince him that all you need is to believe and a dream can be turned into something real? The Magician's Secret, written by Zachary Hyman and illustrated by Joe Bloom. Where is it? There it is. Let's give a round of applause. Thank you, thank you. So Zachary and Joe couldn't be here today, but Zachary sent along this message. I'm going to be Zachary, okay? Hi, everyone. I'm so sorry I couldn't be here in person. I'm currently recovering from knee surgery and will be off my feet. The Blue Spruce Award is a very prestigious award for a Canadian author, and I'm very honored to be a nominee. When I found out I was nominated, I was so excited because it meant that I would have the opportunity to share my book, The Magician's Secret, with all of you. Listen to this. One of the main reasons I started to write was to share my passion for reading with kids like you. It's very special to me that children from across Ontario can make a connection with Charlie and go on this imaginative journey with him and his grandpa. Thanks to everyone involved in the Blue Spruce Award. Thank you for giving kids across Ontario the opportunity to learn how to read and build a passion for collecting books and reading stories. And then check this out, he thanks his parents. I also extend heartfelt thanks to my parents, all of my teachers growing up. Show some love for teachers. You have teachers? Yeah. You can woo. Teachers growing up and my amazing team at Penguin Random House. Thanks all of you for being here. The good thing about being off my feet is that I'm a busy bee working away, writing another story that I look forward to sharing with you soon. And Zachary would also like to say, go Leafs, go. All right. Great. Show some love for Zachary. Next book, my glove, is Sundog. Yes, by Deborah Kerbal. Juno and her boy live in a red house at the top of the world. One day, Juno will be big and strong enough to help pull a sled across the tundra, but for now, she is just a small puppy with a big dog heart. Small puppies, do I hear any small puppies out in the audience, actually? Oh my gosh. I think you could have some friends out there, Juno. Small puppies have to go to bed when their boys do. Go to bed, small puppies. But Juno can't sleep with the midnight sun shining out across the town. She slips outside to play. Returning to see a hungry polar bear sniffing around the open door, Juno has no time to be afraid. It's time to find her voice, summon the big dog inside her, and save her beloved boy. Wow, that sounds like a good book. Welcome to Deborah Kerbal, author of Sundog. Show some love. Cheer.
Thank you. Hello, Toronto. I want to see some hands. Hands up if you love books. Awesome. Other hands up if you love Canada. Yay! Now put them together if you love Canadian books. Yes! Me too. Books are what brought us here together today, and I love the Blue Spruce program and the Forest of Reading program because it gives you guys, the readers, a chance to use your voice and choose the books that speak the loudest to your hearts. And that's one of the themes in Sundog, using your voice. So whether it's barking at a polar bear, or standing up for a friend in need, or voting for your favorite book, or maybe voting for your politician when you get older, never forget to keep using your voice. And there's one more thing I want to say on behalf of Suzanne Del Rizzo, the amazing illustrator of Sundog. Suzanne could not be here today, and she's really sad about that, so I thought we could all say a big hello to Suzanne. Would you guys do that for me on the count of 3? We're going to say hello to Suzanne, okay?
It's a
Ready,
video,
everyone?
everybody get excited.
1, 2, 3.
Hi, Suzanne.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah. Okay, everybody, you all know how to do the wave. Have you seen the wave before? It's when you put your hands up like this, but we're gonna do the Festival of Trees wave, which is a big book opening, okay? So put your hands together like this. Yeah, mirror me. We're gonna start from that side, and you're gonna open your book, and you're gonna say, whoa. But it needs to go in order, you know, like these books open, and then these books open, yeah? You understand? Okay, close your books from this side. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Hey, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. I think we could do a better job, though. Don't be too early. I know you're excited, but wait until the wave comes to you, yeah? So one more time. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! All the way and all the way back. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Okay. When I say maple, you say syrup. Maple, maple. When I say hot, you say dog. Hot, hot. When I say ice, you say cream. Ice, ice. Okay, do you want to hear about the next book? Okay. The Duke and his dog, Tricky, spend their days making trouble. They cheat, steal, and play cruel-hearted pranks on their neighbors just for fun. But one day, somebody new comes to town and gives Tricky a treat that melts his mischievous heart and sets him thinking about the effect his actions have on others. Show some love for Kari Rust, written and illustrator of Tricky. Kari, there you go.
Hi, everybody. Thanks a lot for having me to the Ontario Library Association for this great festival. I've never been to it before. And all you guys for coming out on this weather. It actually makes me feel quite at home because I'm from Vancouver and the weather is like this quite a lot. So I'm a little bit cold, but I feel at home. Anyway, I hope that all of you guys have been enjoying reading all of the books. This is my very first book that I've made. I used to work as an animator, and I never made a book before, and I had so much fun making it. And I hope that everybody has fun reading this book as well as the others. And thanks to Owl Kids Books, the publisher, and for all their help in making it. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Kari. When I say hot, you say dog. Hot, hot. When I say maple, you say syrup. Maple, maple. When I say Harry, you say Potter. Harry, Harry. Maple, hot, Harry. Oh, yeah, you're so smart. Okay, let's hear about the next book. What's my superpower? Now, Vanna feels like all of her friends have some type of superpower. She has friends with super speed, who always beat her in races. Friends with super strength, who can dangle from the monkey bars for hours. And friends who are better than her at a million other things. Now, Vanna thinks she must be the only kid in town without a superpower. But then her mom shows now Vanna that she is unique and special, and that her superpower was right in front of her all along. What's My Superpower is written by Aviak Johnston and illustrated by Tim Mack. Here it is. Show some love for the book. Aviak and Tim can't be here today, and they are sorry they can't be here to join us, but we still love your book. Don't worry. All right, last but not least, Where Oliver Fits. Written and illustrated by Cale Atkinson. There it is. Oliver has always dreamed about where he will fit. Will he be in the mane of a unicorn? The tentacle of a pirate squid? You know, pirate squids. You've seen a pirate squid before. Quite common, yes? The helmet of an astronaut. When he finally goes in search of his perfect place, he finds that trying to fit in is a lot harder than he thought. But like any puzzle, a little trial and error leads to a solution, and Oliver figures out exactly where he belongs. Where Oliver Fits is a sweet and funny story that explores all the highs and lows of learning to be yourself and shows that fitting in isn't always the best fit. Where Oliver Fits, there it is. Show some love, everybody. Cale Atkinson sends this message. To say that I'm excited to be up for the Blue Spruce Award would be a giant understatement. When I began writing Where Oliver Fits, the idea and inspiration was all pulled from my own experiences trying to figure out where I fit. Growing up, I always felt slightly like an outsider and watched as many others fit together so easily. Like Oliver, I tried different ways to force a fit that wasn't meant to be, and in time discovered the only way to truly fit was to be myself. Thank you all so much for this great honor to be nominated among so many fantastic authors. We are all puzzle pieces, and I couldn't be happier to be part of the same puzzle as all of you. Can you all say, "Aw"? What a nice message from Cale. Okay, team, can we see that book opening one more time? from that side of the stage. In 3, 2, 1. Whoa! And bring it back. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Show some love for reading. Can I hear a woo? Can I hear an oh yeah? Hey, remember when the Groove Girls were here earlier and they were doing some dance moves? So did you all become professional dancers in 10 minutes or what? Yeah, can I see some dance moves? Can I get some music, DJ? Who here can dance? Oh, stand up, let's see. Let's see. Can I get some music, DJ? Do they have some music for me? Hit it. Okay, just wait. It's coming. That was amazing. Who just did that? That was amazing. Okay, wow. Wow. Okay, clearly afterwards, whoever wants to start a dance team, meet me in the parking lot. Okay. So we're so excited to have all these amazing authors and illustrators here. We're going to get to know them a little more. So this year we have a group of students who have thought up a bunch of questions to ask our authors and illustrators. So we're going to invite you up to the microphone, and we're going to see who gives the best answers. So please welcome Brooklyn, Caitlin, Lillian, and Eva from Robert Munch Primary School. Right up to the microphone. Come on up. Okay, so right up to the microphone. So authors, after the questions are asked, anybody who would like to answer the question, if you could just step up to the microphone. We can take turns, yeah? Okay, go ahead.
Which living person do you most admire?
Which literary person do you most admire?
Living person.
Living. There we go. Which living person do you most admire? Authors. Would anyone like to speak? Yeah, go ahead, Jessica. Right up to the microphone. Oh, yeah.
Can I do this?
Yeah.
I would have said Neil Armstrong, but he recently passed away. But there are some of the pioneering astronauts still around, Michael Collins and folks like that. This is the 50th anniversary of landing on the moon. So those pioneering astronauts are my superheroes. I think there could be nothing braver than those folks.
Oh, yeah. Astronauts. What a good answer. Thank you, Jessica. Anybody else like to answer the question, Kari?
I can't think of her name, but I admire that Swedish girl who started all the school strikes for the environment.
Oh,
Astrid.
yeah. Does anyone know her name?
Her first name is Astrid, and I think her last name starts with an L, maybe.
Astrid, who believes in educational rights. Yeah, okay. Show some love. You're at school because of stuff like that. Anyone else like to answer that question? Yeah? Okay, can we have the next question?
Which talent would you most like to have?
Which talent would you most like to have, other than writing amazing books?
I would love to be able to draw or sing, or maybe do both at the same time.
Whoa, good answer. Anybody here can draw? Yeah, does anybody here can sing? Anyone? Cool, okay, well, maybe you could get some lessons. There's some people here who know how to.
I would love to be able to draw and sing too. And I think especially when you write a picture book and you're writing the words, it's such a very different talent to watch someone draw it and bring it to life. So I am in awe of all the illustrators and artists and anyone who can make images. So and bring stories to life that way. So I'd love to do that.
Cool. Okay, our next question.
What do you most value in your friends?
Ooh, what do you most value in your friends? Think about it. Why do you love your friends? You thinking about it? Would you like to answer, Pierre?
Their cooking skills.
Cooking skills. Okay, good answer, good answer. And do we have one more question?
Who is your hero of fiction?
Who is your hero of fiction? Okay, our authors are thinking. There's a lot of books out in the world.
This microphone is so tall. Oh, that's better. Not a literary character, but an author. Is that okay? An
Sure.
author of fiction who's my hero. And the reason why I started writing is Mary Shelley, who wrote Frankenstein. She wrote Frankenstein when she was 19 years old, which is pretty incredible. And I was 19 years old when I read it. And it was the first time I ever thought that maybe I could write books too. So she's my hero.
Wow, cool. That's a good answer. Has anyone heard of Frankenstein? Yeah. The author is Mary Shelley. Can you all say Mary Shelley? Remember that. Remember that one. Okay. Thank you to our authors. Can we give a round of applause to all our question askers and authors? All right, team, we're coming to the end. Are you excited to hear who is the winner of the Blue Spruce Award? I'm sorry, what? I think they're ready. I think they're ready. All right, Serena and Ben from Robert Munch Primary School are going to tell you who are our finalists. Let me get the award. Everybody say, ooh. Everybody say, ah. All right, let's hear who the finalists are. Right up to the microphone.
The finalists are Barnaby Never Forgets by Pierce Colored Derby.
Yeah, you can
The
stand up.
Magician's Secret by Zachary
can stand
Hyman
up.
and Joe Bloom.
All right, stand up.
And
if you're
Sundog by Deborah Kerbel and Susan DeRozo.
Woo, stand up, Deborah, and your sign holder. These are your finalists. Can our finalists step forward a little bit?
Drum
Deborah,
roll,
stand.
please.
And our winner is, let's hear it, drum roll.
Please.
And the Blue Spruce winners are Barnaby Never Forgets. I told
Can you come up to the front? Can you two come up? We want to take a picture. Can you two come over here as well? Can you stand next to Pierre? Okay, and then like pose. Pose. Look at the camera. Yay! Can we show some love one more time for Barnaby Never Quits? Congratulations, Pierre. Good job. Okay, you can sit down. Oh, would you like to say some words, Pierre?
Thank you so much, everybody who was part of the program this year. Thank you for reading our books, and thank you for voting for Barnaby Never Forgets. I really think we're actually all winners here. It's great to have all our books celebrated during this program, and especially today for this festival. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pierre. Can we also give a big round of applause for our American Sign Language interpreters? If you go like this, it means thank you. And if you go like this, it means applause. All right? Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's give another thank you to all your teachers who brought you here, right? You can thank your teachers and all of you for reading these books. That is the end of our ceremony. Thank you so much for coming. One more time for all our authors. Woo! Hit it, DJ, if you want.